Welcome back to Bloodstock TV. We are sitting here in the guest area with the one and only Lorna Shore. Guys, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. How you doing?
I'm amazing. I feel good.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
This is post-performance. You guys already hit that main stage, and it was burning hot up there, but you absolutely destroyed it. So,
well, thank you.
That's the main thing. Audience reaction for you? Just loved it?
Dude, that was honestly one of the best reactions I feel like we've ever had, period.
Okay.
So many walls of death, circle pits, a very big circle pit.
Considering how fucking hot it is, that's a good effort on their behalf, I think.
That's what I'm saying. Good for them. A+.
No, it was super awesome considering all the circumstances. It was a great time. It was. I didn't even think about the heat because like it was hot for us. I didn't even think about like what everyone else was going through, and they still were.
Well, they're filled with beer, and so they have an advantage
honestly,
over us.
I wish I was. Maybe I'd feel a little bit cooler.
Listen, guys. I mean, from TechFest to Bloodstock, the UK and Europe are just opening their arms to you guys in a massive, massive way. Have you been surprised by just the overall reaction of this part of the world? How much we're loving Lorna Shore?
I think we're always surprised. I don't know. Coming from being like a local band from New Jersey and playing in front of like 7 people, playing for more than 7 people, just like holy crap, you know. So we're definitely always surprised, and it's super awesome to have different parts of the world experience your music. So I'm definitely grateful for it. Surprised, but I'm also excited to be here.
Yeah.
I was shocked to see that many people out there. I'm not gonna lie. You know, we showed up when we first pulled up onto the stage, like 30 people, 40 people, you know, and then by the time we finished actually setting up, it was like, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of people. Damn.
Listen, let's talk about this new single, Sun Eater, okay? That landed last month now to, again, critical acclaim, as with everything that you guys are doing at the moment. Is this a good indication, a good barometer of where things are going with more music that's due to come out? So
along with Sun Eater, we put out Curse to Die and Into the Earth, and I think they're the best explanation of what the album has to hold. But it's definitely a good kind of starting place for the record.
Yeah, and you're working with Josh again, obviously, yeah?
Of course, he's the best. Love him.
He's coming from a drumming sort of brain as well into what he does. He's just... There seems to be a beautiful marriage there between the relationship with Josh and you guys, so it's a foreseeable future. You can see yourselves working with him.
100%. He's just a great guy in general. I mean, we mesh really well, you know, like he had us for Thanksgiving twice.
Did you go
God.
Did you get to get involved in his pinball collection?
He literally turned us all onto like pinball people, so it's 100% his fault. 100% his fault. So
if you know Josh, you know pinball. That's it. Like I've never been so close to wanting to buy a pinball machine.
I gotta lie, when he did the live pinball streaming stuff, I don't know why we're talking so much about Josh. But
it's fine.
Yeah.
We love you, Josh. If you're listening.
Yeah, we definitely love you, Josh.
But yeah, pinball, Josh. More, please. Okay, look, the EP. Did you predict and I Return to Nothingness? It exploded so much. Did that catch you guys by surprise?
Honestly, I would just say like, when you're in the studio, you're just like, you know what, this is good. You know, we like it. We know it's a good song. Hopefully everybody else likes it, you know, and that we weren't expecting it to do nearly as well as it did, but...
Because it got into that whole reaction video level, and that opens up so many doors into, you know, with the vocal stuff as well, and you've got these vocal athletes or whatever they call themselves that are kind of breaking everything down, and that, I mean, you guys are looking at the numbers on your, you know, socials, so, I mean, I just couldn't believe... Obviously, the music is fantastic, but I just couldn't believe how massive it became the thing that everyone was talking about within the heavy music sphere for quite some time.
I mean, I feel that we really have, like, the power team, you know what I mean? Like, everyone thinks it's always just one thing, but it's not, you know what I mean? Like, a band wouldn't be a band unless you had the perfect crew, period. And I think that's why we kill it, you know what I mean? Everybody's really good at doing exactly what they do, and I couldn't ask for a better, amazing guitarist in my ever.
I love it.
Honestly, I had the lowest expectation. I was just like, hopefully people don't think we suck. So
no, are you for real? Are you being real?
100%.
Wow.
Yeah, like literally, because like it was just at a rough time for us. You know, it was at a very vulnerable, like volatile time for the band. So we were just kind of going out there, like hopefully people don't like hate us. So like we had a very, very, very low bar. So to see it like kind of go from where we were kind of envisioning it to like where it went to was very, very different. So yeah, that's kind of like where our head was at. Hopefully people still enjoy us, because the narrative at that point in time was definitely not that, you know. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and then just looking at what you have coming up, I mean, there's the Parkway Drive tour.
Yes.
Now, again, was that through, I mean, did the band reach out to you, or was it a management thing, or how did that come about that you got onto that?
I don't know how it came about, but like literally we just got a phone call being like, you're got an offer to do arenas with Parkway Drive. And
Arenas.
I'm just like, and I'm just sitting there, and like, we're like already on tour, like getting ready to load in, so like I can't even like process it. So I was just like, okay, we got another tour offer. And then once I like saw the actual offer, I was like, oh no, this is like not just playing a tour. This is like literally like massive arenas. So it was awesome. You know, it's crazy to think that, you know, what we do is going to be in a bigger place than what we're used to. You know.
Yeah, much bigger place. Like this show today, for example, where does this fall in terms of the biggest shows that you've done to the biggest audiences? I mean, is this up there?
Definitely up there for sure, yeah.
Okay.
For sure, you know?
100%.
So this could be almost like just training day one for arenas.
Yeah, this whole like festival run is definitely training for it. So I feel a little bit better going into it, but I really won't feel better until we're actually there. I mean, we come from the club world, so like seeing more people than I can recognize is definitely something we're not used to.
Okay, so the last full length was obviously 2020's Immortal.
Yes.
So, and that came out under Century Media, and now Pain Remains is set for an October release.
Yes.
So can you kind of just talk us through that particular, just briefly through the album, the concepts, the overall kind of general vibe of that, and what any
of Immortal or Pain Remains?
Of Pain Remains.
Yeah, you can go first.
Pain Remains, we try to make pretty much everything that we've ever done, but to the next level, better. You know, obviously everybody always wants to do that, but that was definitely something that we had in mind when we were like recording it. As far as vocals go, a lot of it is the exploration of dreams, and if you've heard any of the songs that we've already put out, you can see that it's in there, you know what I mean? And I think it's one of those where we actually listen to the album from top to bottom, you'll get what's going on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And individually, it might be a little bit more difficult to grasp, but I think we put together a fucking masterpiece.
And then with that particular title, was it just a lyric that fit well, or is there?
Honestly, literally, so when I work on songs, I try to give it like a more serious working title, because I used to like name it like joke titles or whatever, and like for this record, I tried using something more serious, and one of the songs was just named Pain Remains for whatever reason, and like it just stuck because it just was like we just kept talking about the song, and then like the last three songs on the record are based around that song. It's a continuation into each other, so it's a 3-part long song based around the song Pain Remains, and I don't know, I just kind of felt like it kind of described, I guess, everything that, you know, we were kind of going through, I guess, describing the hardship of doing the record. I just kind of feel like it encompassed everything, and it was just kind of short, sweet, to the point, and I think it just kind of gets the message across.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Okay. Now, I was just reading recently that you guys are, it says here that you are considered to be the most popular streaming deathcore band on Spotify right now. And that's, what do you say to that statement? Do you just ignore shit like that and go, yeah, whatever, but that's, you know.
I say, doubt it.
You doubt it. Who would you
Maybe.
say is then?
You really gonna make me say it?
No, it really is.
All right, you might
It really
be right.
is you.
For now, I check the numbers. Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things where, at least for me, I acknowledge it, but it doesn't change like what we're doing. You know, it doesn't like. It's just cool to see it, and I just think it's just cool for like. Shows that anyone in any position can do that, and I feel like that's just kind of the way I like to see it. Is that like, whether it be us or anyone else, it's just cool that like what we're writing is getting bigger, and that's kind of what we kind of want anyway, you know. So
well, I mean, just the statement that deathcore being played in arenas is fucking amazing.
That's cool.
In its own right.
It's definitely awesome. It's cool. We're excited. So.
Yeah. So speaking of which, so tickets are on sale now for Parkway Drive. Album's out in October.
Yes.
So lots going on. Please check out Lorna Shore if you haven't done already, or if you did today, tell everyone what you saw. These guys are fucking amazing. There's huge things going to happen for them. So we hope to have you back at Bloodstock again, definitely in the future time. So Once again, thanks for sitting on the sofa with us today on Bloodstock TV.
We love this sofa.
Awesome.
It's a good sofa. I'm not leaving.
Cheers.